Wield the powers of the gods like Achilles' sword and Daidalos' wings to battle powerful enemies and solve ancient puzzles. Fight iconic mythological beasts like Cyclops and Medusa in dynamic combat in the air and on the ground. Use your skills and diverse weapons, including self-guided arrows, telekinesis, and more, for devastating damage. Discover a stylized open world across 7 unique regions, each inspired by the gods. From the creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes a storybook adventure set on an island full of mythical monsters. Save the Greek gods by taking on tricky challenges, dangerous dungeons, and heroic trials. Top reviews from the United States. Even better than I expected. I am a long-time gamer, 35 plus years now since I got my original NES, but I am not a huge gamer anymore. I began to see reviews of this game just before it came out in December and thought about pre-ordering it. I was a huge fan of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and really enjoyed Skyrim as well, so I liked the comparisons. After reading some reviews that were not as glowing as the others, I decided to wait a bit and I caught it on sale just before Christmas. I am really happy that I decided to get it. The comparisons to Bot W and Skyrim are spot on. It has all of the open-world elements, though I was a little worried with how linear the first several minutes were, as well as very similar gameplay mechanics, but is simpler. There are no weather issues making it hard to climb things or broken weapons. An NPC actually makes a joke about this at one point. The inventory system is very simple with no worries about carrying too much weight, and there is not really anything to buy. You can exchange Electrum with Hermes after completing quests for him for what is mostly junk, visuals for your weapons and armor that don't really do anything. There are several different choices for your bow, sword, axe, and armor, with each option conferring different benefits. You level up the whole weapon armor system together, so when your bow is at level 4, all of your bows are at level 4. There are also skill trees for abilities and godly powers that aid in combat and movement, exploration. There is a nice balance of combat and puzzle solving. Many of the puzzles have somewhat subtle hints nearby that you learn to look for after you have done a few. My first few battles, especially with Achilles' Wraith, were quite challenging until I got down the system of parrying and dodging attacks. I've probably put 30 plus hours into it already and I am nearing the end, but not quite there. There is so much to do and so much to explore and I am in no rush to finish it. If you play the way I do, you will eventually, and somewhat quickly, reach a point where you have upgraded all of your weapons and abilities so far that normal difficulty mode doesn't present much of a challenge anymore, so it is nice to be able to change the settings on the fly.